How's it going, boys and girls of YouTube land? Or, oh god, I'm gonna have to fix that habit. I was on YouTube for almost 10 years, so this is gonna be a hard habit to break. Boys and girls of Odyssey land. What's going on, y'all? So, today I want to talk about a Mr. Doug Tennapel. If you don't know Doug, he basically created one of the greatest video games ever, Earthworm Jim. He also did a VeggieTales, what do you call, remake on Netflix, which was pretty good. I watched the whole series with my mom, so shout outs to Doug for that. Gave me some good chill time with my mom. You know, we had a lot of fun watching that show together. But I want to talk about Mr. Tennapel today. Good things, but also I have to question some of his policies, and I'd be interested to know what you guys feel about this guy. So, when the whole SJW bullshit broke out in 2016, and you had the purple hairs coming out, and of course you had the neckbeards crying about boobies. All of a sudden, you had these celebrities, talk about how they care so much, and all about how they're Christian or this and that. And I have to say, Doug was one of those people where it's like you never really heard of him, but all of a sudden, he's political. All of a sudden, he's a Christian, and that really made me kind of question him, because I know a lot of people are just doing that for clout. I'm going to say this about Doug. I think he's a good man. I also think he's a lukewarm Christian. The reason why I say this, number one, is because he went on the most god-awful, degenerate podcast known as the Drunken Peasants. Not only once, but to my recollection, twice. Maybe even more. Doug, you're pandering, bro. Stop that pandering. I mean, you're better than that, dude. You created Earthworm Jim. Why would you give nobodies like that attention? Like, come on, bro. So that's my number one reason I think he's lukewarm. But also, you have to realize, bro, like, he's part of the system, dude. He hasn't always been independent. When you're part of the system, I can't take you seriously, dude. You're part of the machine. What else is there to say? There's really not much else to say about that shit. So, even though I do watch shows, like VeggieTales in the House that are made by Netflix, still, it's like, I'd much rather support independent people, and I have much more respect for those kinds of people. Okay? And I will say this, though, I do feel sorry for him, because I know he lost his rights to Earthworm Jim. And that must really suck as an artist to, like, lose your own creation like that. Like, that's really gotta suck. But at the end of the day, I mean, maybe that was some kind of karma. And I want to say this, too. And then I'll shut up about bitching about him, but I warned Mr. Tennapel not to go on Drunken Peasants. And you know what his response is? I'm gonna have a really great time. I'm gonna have a really great time, he says. That to me was kind of rubbing it in my face. And I can't help but wonder if maybe, just maybe, he knew who I was. And if he knew about, my past with him. If that's the case, dude, fuck you. But you know what, man? It is what it is. I'm not gonna trip over that. Doug's an extremely talented. I just said tarded. He's an extremely talented artist. Much like JG Quintel in my last video I made with Regular Show. It's like some of these people, they're very talented, but they can also be a little bit sketchy. And it's kind of a shame, man. And it kind of makes you wonder, like, how come better people don't get in the business? And you want to know why? It's because it's run by evil people, dude. Okay? I'm not calling them evil. I'm just saying, if you're a sketchy person, yeah, it's a dog-eat-dog world. They're going to choose them over the good guy. And I've learned that many, many times in life, bro. Many, many times. This world is run by evil. And Doug knows that. And, the thing is, though, bro, like, he never was outspoken about anything until the purple hairs. Until he knew it was trendy to do it. Well, I'm a Christian, I'm against the machine, you know. He calls himself punk rock. You're not punk rock, Doug. Okay, you live in a mansion in Tennessee, you know. You're not punk rock, dude. I'm sorry to tell you that, but you're not. I know a lot about punk rock. I grew up with the spiky haired kids in the 90s. You're not a punk rocker, bro. You're anything but a punk rocker. But you're still a cool guy. Just don't call yourself punk, dude, because you're not. It is what it is, dude, you know. I'm just keeping it a buck. You're not punk rock, homie. I like your glasses, though. They're cute. You know, your cute little TGI, what is it, TGF haircutter's haircut. It looks good on you, bro. I think that's a good look for kind of a more elderly person. But anyways, guys, gonna get myself in some trouble here. I just wanted to throw that out there. Like, what do you guys think about some of these people who are all of a sudden political because of SJWs? I think a lot of them are just clout chasing, dog. But that's really all I have to say. All the best to the guy. You know, Doug, like, again, you're a talented guy, and I think you just, you know, you need to come down to reality. I think a lot of these people just have broken egos because, I mean, let's just be real. A lot of them are failed, you know, artists, maybe just washed up. And you just need to come back down to reality and humble yourself. And maybe, you know, read your Bible a little bit more, buddy, because Jesus talks a lot about being humble. But that's what I got for you guys. It is what it is, you know. Doug Tennapel. Hey man, you know, he made one of my favorite video games for the Genesis, so I really can't hate him that much. Anyways, guys, cheers.